Level 1. You're 34 years old. You've spent 11 years inside the FBI. Clean record. No complaints. No flags. You run a regional field office in Charlotte, North Carolina. Population of your division? 22 agents. Budget you control? $4.2 million annually. You process counterintelligence reports. You approve surveillance warrants. You sign off on asset payments. Nobody above you checks your work twice. You start small. A classified informant file. You delay its review. 2 weeks. Then 3. Nothing happens. You delay another. A foreign national case. Codename Vessel. You bury it under a backlog. Still nothing. A phone call comes from a blocked number. The voice is calm, educated. We notice the delay, it says. We appreciate it. The call lasts 9 seconds. 2 days later, a wire transfer hits an offshore account in Malta. $18,000. You don't spend it. You don't touch it. You just watch it sit there.
Level 2. 3 months pass. The blocked number calls again. This time, the voice gives you a name, not a full name. Just a last name, Hargrove. Senator Hargrove, Senate Intelligence Committee, the man who oversees FBI oversight funding. He's about to request your division's asset files from the last 18 months, the voice says. We need a 72-hour notice when that request comes through. That's all. Just a notification, not a leak, not a crime, a notification. You tell yourself that. 3 weeks later, Hargrove's office submits a formal records request. You send a one-word encrypted text to a number in your burner phone. Incoming. The offshore account in Malta now holds $61,000. You buy nothing. You change nothing about your life. You eat the same lunches, drive the same car, tell your wife the same things. But at night, you run calculations. How many people know about Vessel? 4. How many people know about the delay? You. How many people know about the wire transfer? Theoretically, just you. You sleep fine.
Level 3. You get promoted. Assistant Director of the National Security Branch, Washington, D.C. A corner office on the 4th floor of the J. Edgar Hoover Building. You now oversee 14 regional divisions. 312 agents report through your chain of command. The blocked number calls within 48 hours of your confirmation. Congratulations, the voice says. It sounds like it's smiling. New instructions. There's a FISA warrant application in review. Target? A telecom executive in Seattle named Park Sung-jin. The application is solid. The intelligence is real. Lose it, the voice says. Not destroy. Lose. Misfile it. Let it expire in the review queue. Park Sung-jin is apparently moving something valuable through his network. Not drugs. Not weapons. Data. You don't ask whose. You access the warrant queue at 11:14 p.m. on a Tuesday. You reclassify the Park application under a dormant counter-terror umbrella that hasn't been touched in 6 years. It will sit there, invisible, until it expires in 180 days. The Malta account now shows $214,000. You open a second account, Cayman Islands. A financial attorney in Miami handles it. He asks no questions. You pay him $8,000 a year to keep asking no questions.
Level 4. Someone inside the bureau notices the Park warrant. A junior analyst named Cassandra Trell, 26 years old, Georgetown Law, sharp. She submits an internal flag about the misfile. You receive the flag before it reaches anyone above you. You read it twice. You close it. You transfer Cassandra Trell to the Anchorage, Alaska field office. You cite operational restructuring. She appeals. You sit on the appeal for 90 days. She stops appealing. The voice on the blocked number says nothing about this. It doesn't need to. You handled it. You handled it alone, without being asked. That's the moment things shift. You're no longer following instructions. You're anticipating them. You start building a mental map. Every agent who asks too many questions. Every oversight request that crosses your desk. Every name that comes up twice. You call it your awareness list. You tell yourself it's just information. Just awareness. The accounts now total $890,000. You buy a property in Portugal. Your wife thinks it's an investment. It is, just not the kind she means.
Level 5. The director of the FBI retires. 31 years of service. A ceremony at the Hoover Building. The president shakes your hand in the Rose Garden 3 weeks later. You are the new director. Your confirmation hearings last 6 days. You sit before the Senate Intelligence Committee. You answer every question cleanly. You look tired in the right moments. You look certain in the right moments. Senator Hargrove, the same man you gave a 72-hour warning about 4 years ago, votes to confirm you. He smiles when he shakes your hand afterward. You smile back. You both know exactly what that handshake means. Now, you control the FBI. 35,000 employees. A budget of $10.8 billion. Access to the most classified domestic intelligence on Earth. The blocked number goes quiet for 6 months. You wonder if it's a test. You wonder if they no longer need the phone. You wonder if they're watching to see what you do with the silence. You do nothing reckless. You change nothing visible. You are the best director the Bureau has ever had on paper. Crime statistics improve. Conviction rates rise. Your approval numbers inside the Bureau are extraordinary. You are untouchable. That's what you think.
Level 6. The blocked number returns. New voice. Younger. Harder. There's a grand jury forming in the Southern District of New York. You already know. You've known for 3 weeks. You've been watching the case agents' travel records. You've been reading their internal communications through a liaison loophole that's technically legal for counterintelligence purposes. The grand jury is investigating offshore financial flows connected to a political lobbying network. The lobbying network connects to the telecom executive, Park Sung-jin, the man you buried the warrant on. If the SDNY pulls Park's communications from the last 4 years, there's a thread. Thin, but real. Handle it, the voice says. You think for 3 days. You don't touch the grand jury directly. You can't. That's obstruction. That's federal prison. Instead, you request a counterintelligence review of the lead case agent, a man named Torres. His name appeared twice on a foreign travel watch list 4 years ago. A conference in Vienna, a conference in Seoul. Routine for most agents. You make it not routine. You open an administrative inquiry. Torres is pulled off the SDNY case pending review. The new case agent assigned is someone you've quietly moved up through 3 divisions over the past 2 years. Someone who owes you. Someone who doesn't ask twice. The Malta account is closed. The money is moved 3 more times. You no longer know exactly where it is. Your Miami attorney handles it. You prefer it that way. Total accumulated, $4.1 million. You sleep 4 hours a night. You tell your doctor it's the pressure of the job. He believes you. Everyone believes you.
Level 7. Cassandra Trell resurfaces. She's no longer in Anchorage. She left the Bureau 8 months ago. You didn't notice. You should have noticed. She's been working with a journalist at a financial crimes publication out of London. Her name isn't on anything yet. She's a source. Deep background. You find out through a signals intercept your team runs on foreign-linked media contacts. She's given them 4 things. The original Park warrant application number, the date it was misfiled, a timeline of your promotions, the name of your Miami attorney. She doesn't have the money. She doesn't have the calls. She doesn't have enough. Not yet. The younger voice on the phone says, "Fix it." You go quiet for a long time. "I won't touch her," you say. The voice doesn't argue. The voice doesn't push. The voice says, "Then we will." You say nothing. You sit at your desk on the 7th floor of the Hoover building. You look out at Pennsylvania Avenue. It's raining. You've been here 11 years. You built this. Every piece of it. And someone else is now making decisions about what happens next.
Level 8. The London journalist publishes. Not everything. Not the money, not the calls, not your name. Just a piece. How a buried FISA warrant let a tech executive move classified data for 3 years. No names, but enough architecture to make people look. The Senate Intelligence Committee requests a briefing. You schedule it for 3 weeks out. You control the calendar. Torres, the case agent you removed, submits a formal whistleblower complaint to the DOJ Inspector General. He cites irregular administrative interference in the SDNY investigation. The IG opens a preliminary inquiry. Your Miami attorney stops returning calls. On a Thursday evening, you drive yourself home for the first time in 2 years. No detail, no driver, just you. You sit in your driveway for 22 minutes. Your wife asks if you're okay. You say yes. You've been saying yes for a decade. That night, you access a secure terminal in your home study. You delete 3 files. You move 2. You flag 1 for national security hold, a classification that will keep it sealed for 25 years. Then you sit back, and you realize you've just committed the most clearly documented obstruction of justice of your career on a federal system that logs everything that you can't unlog.
Level 9. 2 DOJ investigators come to your office. They're polite. They call you director. They sit across from you like you're still in control. They ask about the SDNY case. They ask about Torres. They ask about a warrant application filed in 2022 for a target with the initials PSJ. You answer every question, calmly, precisely. You've been answering questions your whole career. But when they leave, you notice one of them looks back at your assistant. Just a glance, a half second. You've made that same glance before. When you wanted someone to know they were being watched, you call the blocked number. It's been disconnected. You call your Miami attorney. The number is a law firm in Tampa you've never heard of. They say no one by that name works there, has ever worked there. $4.1 million, and there is no one left who knows where it is.
Level 10. The IG report drops on a Wednesday. Your name is in it. Section 4. Paragraph 7. Senior leadership interference in active judicial proceedings. They don't call you director anymore. The White House issues a statement describing your departure as in the best interest of the institution. You're not arrested. Not yet. You're placed on administrative leave. Your clearances are suspended. Your building access is revoked. You sit in your kitchen in Bethesda. The house is quiet. Your wife has gone to stay with her sister. She says she just needs space. She doesn't say she's already spoken to an attorney. You watch the coverage on a muted television. Your photo is on screen, the one from your confirmation hearing. You look certain in it. You look clean. A reporter outside your house is saying your name in a tone you've used yourself. The tone that means, we know, we have enough. It's only a matter of time. The phone rings. Blocked number. New one. Different area code. You stare at it. You've answered every call for 11 years. You let it ring. You let it ring. You let it ring. It stops. And in the silence, you understand the final truth about the rank you built. Nobody exposed you from outside. They never had to. You exposed yourself. One delay at a time. One misfile. One transfer. One deleted log. One driveway decision on a Thursday night. The rank was never protection. It was just a higher floor to fall from. The phone rings again. This time, you answer.